Hi there, everyone. This is Sean 007-1986. I hope you're having a fantastic Friday. Happy Friday the 13th, by the way. Yeah, I know this story was late, but I was so busy with work, I need to talk about it. So, the hoodie is back. And he's taking his talents to NC, North Carolina. Yes, that's right. Bill Belichick has agreed to become the new head coach for the University of North Carolina's football team, the North Carolina Tar Heels. I'm reading this from the Atlantic. Bill Belichick agrees to a deal to become UNC's football head coach. Bill Belichick, longtime NFL coach who won 6 Super Bowls with the New England Patriots, but has not led a team in a year, will be the next head coach at the University of North Carolina, the school announced Wednesday. He agreed to a 5-year deal pending approval by the Board of Trustees, the university said. The deal is valued at $50 million over the 5 years. A person briefed on the terms told The Athletic, speaking on a conditional of anonymity because the financial of the agreement was not made to the public. I'm excited for the opportunity at UNC Chapel Hill, Belichick said in the announcement. I grew up around college football with my dad and treasured those times. I have always wanted to coach in college, and now I'm looking forward to building a football program in Chapel Hill. Belichick, who left the Patriots after the 2023 season, will move to the college ranks after spending his entire coaching career in the NFL. He needed to fill the vacancy left by Mack Brown, the winningest coach in North Carolina history, who was fired just before the end of the tremendous 2024 regular season at Chapel Hill. During his 24 seasons with the Patriots, Belichick won 6 championships while paired with Tom Brady at quarterback, a run that cemented Belichick as one of the NFL's most decorated head coaches. He has 33 wins, including games in the regular season and the playoffs, and 14 victories, and he was 14 victories away from tying Don Shula for the NFL career record for head coaches. Belichick has worked in the media since departing New England, but has long been clear that he was looking to coach again. The opportunity to do so at Chapel Hill, where the Tar Heels have not won a conference title since 1980, damn, it's that long. The program has been to 14 bowl games since 2008, but has won 10 games in the regular season just once since 1997, the final year of Brown's first stint as head coach. Belichick, who is 72, spent some time in college football this year at Washington, where his son, Steve Belichick, joined the Huskies as defensive coordinator of the first-year head coach, Jed Fish. Sources brief on Bill Belichick's interactions, speaking on conditional anonymity to discuss private deliberations, said Washington successfully used Belichick's full Patriots defensive scheme this season. Steve Belichick is expected to join his father, North Carolina staff, after 1 year with Washington, per sources brief on the matter. Steve's experienced role with the Tar Heels is not finalized yet, but the 37-year-old previously coached as a defensive assistant, safety coach, defensive backs coach, and outside linebackers coach with the Patriots. Belichick will also reunite with former assistant Mike Lombardi in Chapel Hill, where Lombardi will serve as the football program's general manager. Lombardi is an NFL executive for over 30 years before joining Belichick on the Patriots staff in 2014. Prior to recent working as an advisor for Washington, Lombardi's only collegiate experience came as a recruiting coordinator for the University of Las Vegas in the early 1980s. Bill's father, Steve, worked in college football for more than 40 years, including a stop at UNC. Belichick also maintained a close relationship with Nick Saban, the longtime Alabama head coach who retired in January. Saban won 7 national titles in his coaching career as a head coach, and also was a defensive coordinator for Bill Belichick with the Cleveland Browns in the early 1990s. Still, UNC will be Bill Belichick's first college coaching position of any time. He began his career with the Baltimore Colts and also had stints with the Detroit Lions, the Denver Broncos, the New York Giants, which, by the way, he did win 2 Super Bowls as their defensive coordinator, and the New York Jets, along with the Browns and the Patriots. In the appearance Monday on the Pat McAfee show, Belichick made his pitch for what a college program could look like under the leadership. The college program would be a pipeline to the NFL for the players that had the ability to play in the NFL, he said. It will be a professional program, training, nutrition, scheme, coaching techniques that will transfer to the NFL. It would be an NFL program at a college level and an education that would get the players ready for their careers after football, whether it was at the end of their college career or at the end of their pro career. But it would be geared towards developing the player, time management, discipline, structure, and all that. That would be life skills, regardless of whether they are in the NFL or somewhere in the business. By moving to the coaching ranks, Belichick may sacrifice the pursuit of a record he once appeared destined to break. For a long time, surpassing Don Shula's NFL wins record was the driving force of Belichick. A chance to one-up the coach who once said the Patriots scandals diminished what Bill Belichick built in New England. But the sources closest to Belichick said he was turned off by the NFL's hiring circus last winter, when only the Atlanta Falcons opted to interview him, even though 8 teams have opening. Belichick was expected to have a stronger NFL market this season. 3 franchises have already fired their head coaches: the Jets, the Bears, and the New Orleans Saints, and another 5 to 7 openings are expected. Whether it's stop at UNC weekends or brutalizes his chances of returning to the NFL, the shift to the college game is a late twist in the career of the NFL lifer. The buzz around Belichick hit a fever pitch in the past week. For the Tar Heels, finding someone to replace Brown, who was fired in late November, have proved more difficult than anticipated. Several names have been linked to the job without panning out, including Tulane's head coach John Summerall, arguably the top candidate from the Group of 5 level, who declared Sunday that he would stay put. Amid discussions of several candidates, UNC had ongoing contact with Belichick, which hung over the search as a wild card. His hiring ultimately capped a dramatic process to fill one of the most intricate vacancies available in the college ranks. Along with Bill Belichick, other finalists for the positions were Cleveland Browns passing game specialist and tight ends coach Tommy Rees, Georgia's defensive coordinator Glenn Summit, and Army coach Jeff Monken, according to sources briefed on the searching process. A long-serving power struggle at UNC between the athletic director, Bubba Cunningham, and North Carolina's Board of Trustees played a major role. After Brown was fired, Cunningham appeared on UNC's Carolina Insider podcast and detailed what he was looking for in the Tar Heels' next football coach. "We have to develop this program," Cunningham said. "As we said, we've been right at the cusp of really great this season. Getting to 8-9 wins, how do we get to 10 or 11? Who can get us to that level?" According to the sources who has been involved in the search process, university officials knew the football program needed a coach who could provide a jolt of enthusiasm. And Chancellor Lee Roberts understood that big-time football now requires a willingness to pay up to compete, even if it's for a coach who has never coached at a collegiate level. "The risk is worth the potential rewards," the source said. "We know the college athletics is changing, and those changes require new and innovative thinking," Cunningham said in a Wednesday's announcement. "Bill Belichick is a football legend, and hiring him to lead our program represents a new approach that will enshrine Carolina football can evolve, compete, and win today and in the future." The Tar Heels also had a reason to replace the 73-year-old Brown with a younger head coach more suited for the long haul, elevating the program to contend for the conference championship and the college football playoffs. With the help of the advisory committee, Cunningham hopes to cull an initial list of roughly 30 names, which include Belichick, per a senior school official similar with the search process, down to 10-12. But all the coaches we're talking to right now are playing, and so they're continuing to be in the championship games or in the playoffs, he added. So it'll probably take a week or so. Carolina officials, including Cunningham, spoke with Belichick last Wednesday and met with him in person on Thursday. Sources familiar with the board believing that it, as well as UNC's highest profile boosters, prefer that Belichick would be the one to succeed Brown. But multiple people briefed on the school's conversation with Belichick described as disconnect between the coach and the school's expectations in terms of the job, as well as discord within the UNC about whether its conversation between Belichick and members of the board have followed its normal procedures. There's also another major apparent tension. NFL and college football are not the same sport. Despite college football's recent elements of professionalism since the legalization of names, image, and likeness, the NIL deals, along with more freedom and player movement. Those significant developments have prompted universities to hire general managers who handle roster management and bring on analysts to scrutinize finances in the way professional sporting leagues hire salary cap experts. Of course, college sports are not nearly as regulated and regimented as professional sports. There are no multi-year contracts. Players can transfer every year. While there will be a cap on upcoming revenues sharing, around $200 million, it's possible to perhaps likely that the NIL payments will keep the sport from having a true salary cap. In college, coaches are the top of their program, but they must spend much more of their time fundraising with donors, recruiting high school players on the road, making sure players attend classes, and other duties away from on-the-field coaching. One of Belichick's close friends, Saban, just left the sport in part because he didn't want to deal with it anymore. Can't really blame him. The NFL and college calendars are also very different. In college football, it's more of a marathon than a sprint, despite the NFL season being much longer. The off-season for coaches in college football is more demanding and time-intensive. As one former NFL coach who transitioned to life as a college staffer in the past told The Athletic, there's not a big summer break like you get in the NFL, where coaches can truly unwind. Like, phone is off, college isn't as hard of a season, not even close. It's much more year-round. But for Belichick, the autonomy given to a college head coach could be a draw. One reason Belichick didn't yield much NFL interest last offseason was the way the Patriots roster fell apart in his final few seasons. In New England, Belichick ran the entire football operation, serving as the sole and final decision maker. And the resulting roster in his final years was among the worst in the league, resulting in a split when New England went just 4-13 in 2023. The Patriots' downturn in disincentivized NFL teams for offering the total control Belichick seeks. Yeah, there's going to be more of this, but honestly, I feel like this might be a good look for Bill Belichick, because I feel like it will be. I would love to see how well he do this time around in this league. And honestly, I'm just gonna say right back, I feel like, yeah, you could consider that he could be a bit of have to know the control and everything, but I feel like I'm surprised no team would pick him up. And besides, he is championship pedigree in his coaching. I mean, he racked up 333 wins, and they both combined regular season wins and playoff wins. He also had 31 of those wins was in the playoffs, and he won 6 Super Bowls. It would be nice to see him. It would be nice to see him coach the NFL, but I'm surprised that not one NFL team willing to pick him up. It's kind of sad if you think about it, because I would love to see him coach another different team. But I agree. I mean, let's just say this: the team really did fall apart when Tom Brady left, so that could play a huge motherfucking factor on that one. But I'm actually 100% confident that he might do well in college. And who knows? He might surprise. I would be too surprised if he managed to make it to the playoffs and win a chip in his first year. Stranger things have happened in this world of sports. Stranger things have happened. But I would like to see how well this will play out. But I will say this though. I will say this. There's another reason why he wouldn't get a job, because let's be real. If he were to get a job, they will be all like, "Oh God, he's coming back," and all this other stuff. But it's like, dude, he's still a coach, and nowadays you need a new head coach. You need a coach that has championship pedigree and everything. Sure, it's like, oh, we could get a new coach and they can build time over time, and hope a team can build over time. But it's like, at the end of the day, how owners are. Most of these teams are like in win now moment. But we'll see how well Bill Belichick do. but I'm confident that he will do well in his first college stint. But I want to know what y'all think, okay? As always, be sure to leave a comment, like this video, subscribe to the channel, click notification bells so don't miss an update, share with friends, share with neighbors, share with others, and that's about it. Until next time, this is Sean 71986 signing off. Thank you for watching this video. Really means a lot. I'll see you in the next one. Catch you later. Bye-bye.